Okay, let's start. So you should be on this page. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new database. So I'm going to call that database 11BCD. So 11B, 11C, 11D together. Create. Now I'm going to inside that I'm going to create a new table called students. You could call it anything you want: users, students, products, whatever you want to call. And I'm going to have make it 6 columns. So I'm going to have 6 columns and name it students. Press go. Now I'm going to fill up my fields. So the first thing we need is the student ID. So I'm going to put it student ID. Then I'm going to have first name. You could call it product name, whatever you want. Family name. Age. Telephone number for TEL, and say email. I'm also going to make sure the data types, keep it as integer. First name should be text. Family name should be text. Age, keep it as integer. Telephone, keep it as integer. Varchar, this email should be varchar because it's going to have the @ sign. And email, I'll let you have up to 50 characters. Telephone numbers, 15 characters should be enough. And leave the rest blank. Now student ID, go to AI, automatic increment. That means it's going to have an auto number. So click this and it's going to be the primary field. So student ID, you don't have to fill it up. Automatically the number will be generated. Press save. Now you can see student ID, primary key, auto increment. Family name, first name, family name, age, telephone, email. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my C drive, find XAMPP, go into HD docs, and I'm going to create a new folder here called 11BCD. So 11 group BCD. Press enter. Okay, inside there now I'm going to save all the file. The first thing I'm going to do is open up a notepad. You could do Visual Studio, you could use whatever note. So I've got notepad. I'm going to use notepad, and here I'm going to write the HTML form. Okay, I'm going to pause the video while I write it, then I'll go over it when I finish. Okay, so I've wrote the HTML page. I've got HTML head and I've got body. Inside the body, this part is important. So I'm saying it's going to be a posting form. We're going to post the information. So you're going to have form, method, post, and action is going to go to that post.php page. And we're going to create the post.php later. Then that should be first name. So first name, input type is going to be a text, and this part is important. Name, first name. This field is the ID value. Family name, same thing. Family name. Why did I call it date? It should be age. And age should be integer, not text, age. Telephone number, this should be the same, where it says name, should be the same text as you have in your database. So if I go back to my database, I have student, you don't have to put student ID, but this is automatic. First name, family name, age, TEL, telephone, email. So those should be the same thing here. And then email is there. And I also need this input type, submit, then close the form. Because we open the form there, we close it. Now I'm going to save this file as, go to my C drive, XAMPP, where is the XAMPP? XAMPP, HDoc, 11BC. You're going to save it as a .php file. So I'm going to call it form.php. So FORM, form.php, save it. Now close it. So now if I go to there, I've got the form file. The next thing we're going to do is create the database link or database connection to your PHP. So again, I'm going to open up another notepad. Again, you could do it on Visual Studio. You could do it on whatever you want. And with this time, we're going to use PHP. Okay, again, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to quickly write the whole thing. Then I'm going to show it to you again. Okay, so this is my database connection. So this file will connect me to the database. So I'm saying the server name should be a local host. Username, keep it as root. That means the main root folder. We didn't put a password on my database, so leave it blank. That's put two speech mark like this. And your database name. So database name should be the name you've given when you created the database. We called it 11BCD. Now this one is saying, using all those information, connect to the database in the local host. And if there is a fail, what I'm saying is, if this line doesn't match with those information there, show me the connection failed and there's an error. So here once you've done this, I'm gonna save this as in the same folder. Again, it's going to be a PHP file. I'm going to call it DB connection, database connection. So DB connection file. Okay, so we've created our form. Oops. We've created our form. Oops, I've saved it as a text file. I shouldn't have saved it as a text file. It should have been a PHP. So I'm going to save it again. Save as. It's everything from here. And you must do .php. Otherwise, it's not going to be saving as a PHP. Now, if I go back, I've got PHP file. It says there PHP. I could delete this one. So we've got our form. Let me just open this with Notepad again. So this is my form. This is my that's my form. That's my database connection. Now we need something else called posted. So when I post this information, it should go on to the database. Again, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to open up a new notepad and I'm going to write everything on a notepad. So let me open up another notepad. Okay, this file is the most important file. The first thing I'm doing is I'm saying include the connection I just created before. It's not DB, I've called it DB connection, so that should be DB connection. So include that file, we wrote this one, include this connection to open up the database. Then this field must be the same as what you have in your form field here. So in my form notepad, those fields must be the same spelling, same everything. If it isn't, you will cause you problem. So here it's going to be same. Information here where it says post must be the same spelling as you have in your database. So it must be the same. You don't have to put student ID, because that's automatically. So first name, family name, age. That's why I kept the form and the database name similar, so we don't make any mistake. So I'm saying get the information from that notepad file, then post it into this field in the database. Get the information from family name, post it there, and this is the special SQL line. So insert into the table students, whatever the value is here, post it into where it says value here. So if I just move it across, the value is here. So again, that's why telephone, that has a comma and a speech mark. So whatever I put inside my form on this page here will get the information, and then we'll post it into my database fields inside the students. Then it's saying if it's successful, if everything is okay, take me to welcome page, say it's been added. And if it is not successful, show me the error. Where is the error? Okay, now I'm going to save this file as, again, all file, I'm going to save it as post.php. And the last thing we need to do is create a welcome.html page. So all I'm going to do is open up Notepad again quickly. Just need this is only needs to be HTML, nothing else. Okay, let me just pause it. Okay, I've just created basic HTML welcome page. So HTML inside the body, I'm saying welcome page, and this page will only be shown if your data has been successfully entered. So I'm going to save this as, again, all files. I'm just going to call it welcome.php. Okay, so now inside your folder, you should have database connection, form, post, and welcome. 4 different PHP files. Now what we're going to do is we're going to check if all this information works. Sorry. DB connection, form, post, welcome. Now I'm going to go onto the web browser, open up. So most of the connection, I just took it from W3 School. Go to PHP, W3 School, and if you look at SQL database connection, it talks about everything here. So I just took the code from there and I've just changed it around. Nothing complicated. Right, so I'm going to open up localhost. Then I've called the folder, that's the name of the folder here. I've called it inside localhost 11BCD. That's important. So 11BCD. Then I've got it called the main page I want to open up is the form. So form.php. So let's open this up. So this is my form. It's not designed. You could design it later. So family name, first name, family name, age, telephone number, email. So I'm just going to quickly add it in. So my age is 18, like you guys, and my telephone number, I'm going to put my UK number. That must not be more than 15 characters, and your email address must not be more than 50 characters. It's 25 characters. This is fine. So if I press submit, welcome page, your data entry has been successful. Now, sometimes this page could come without data being entered. So we have to go back there, go into browse, and you can see my automatic data has been entered. So 1, Mahmoud, my surname, family name, charity, I'm 18. There's something wrong with the telephone number. Telephone number hasn't come through correct. But this is, you don't have to know about it now. I'll show you how to fix this error later on. So basically 4 different files you need. First thing we did was the database connection. Second thing we did, we created the form. Third thing we did, we created the post method. So this gets the information from the form and then makes a connection to your database and posts the information to your web server. And the last one is a welcome page that's showing if the post has been successful. 4 different documents, and that's it.